Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
Well, it is that time of the day again. A new week, a new month. Happy Monday, Hannah Zwartz.
Oh, kia ora.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, good. Pretty dry.
Yeah, I reckon.
It's hot and thirsty work being a gardener in this sort of weather.
Unless you've got just a whole garden full of succulents.
Yeah, it's true. Well, it's funny because all winter I'm, thinking, I must prune these trees. There's too much shade. But at this time of year, I'm just so glad for any shade, really. And the plants actually do better with a little bit of shade too. Just because then they don't dry out so much. Anyway, I thought I'd just look back on November because it was, if you were thinking it was dry, you're not wrong. Last year in November we had 174 millimetres of rain in Paraparaumu.
Wow.
Which was about 3 times, or that was 2.5 times the normal average. The average is 74 millimetres for November. But this year we've only had about 20 millimetres. So that's like, almost a tenth of what we had last year. And it's more or less been in 2 big rainfalls, which were early in the month. So, it's very dry.
No wonder the plants are saying, what's happening here?
Yeah. They will be getting a bit of a shock, especially if they got used to last year.
Yeah.
The ground is actually cracking in parts. It's all turning to dust. So you really need to set up for a dry summer if you don't want your plants to die over the. I'm not a fortune teller, but I think it might go on. It might go on a long time.
I think you know a little bit more about sort of the weather and plants and so forth than me. So I think you're probably right.
It's out of my control, but I'll just say be prepared for a long hot summer. Which is lovely. I love it, but it just means, you have to do things a bit differently in the garden. Yeah. So what I've been doing is laying seep hose along the beds. It's good to lay it before the plants get too bushy because it can cause a bit of damage otherwise when you're poking it through the plants. But better late than never. So what is seep hose? I just use that black looks just like a hose, as in it's round, but it's made of recycled rubber. Yeah. And it seeps water along the length. So you just run that along the surface of the ground, cover it with mulch, and then you can just clip it into your hose, and it's waters nice and slowly and down to the roots rather than spraying it around in the air.
Can you just buy those from any type of garden store?
Mitre 10, whatever. It lasts for a few years. It doesn't last so well if it's in the direct sun, so that's why you cover it up. Get prepared now and visit the community gardens if you want ideas of how to set up for watering.
Okay, that sounds good. So the community gardens, if you've never been there before, they're at the Kapiti Community Centre in Hannah Street in Paraparaumu. All right, we'll catch you tomorrow. Thanks, Hannah.
Oh, kia ora.
106.3 Beach FM.